I was working as a lobbyist in DC, and I felt really burnt out and alienated and lonely, and I was sure that there were people out there having a similar experience as I was, but I didn't really quite know how to connect on a real level. There's a persona that you portray in order to be successful. You need to be very kind of type A and confident and pretend that everything is well and right with your world. And that can be very alienating, especially when it's not true. And I posted an ad on Craigslist, and the subject was, "Tell me about yourself." And I offered to listen anonymously and for free to anything that people had to share. And I really didn't think that very much was going to come of it, because it is Craigslist after all, but it was surprisingly extremely successful, and I got a lot of replies from people who wanted to share their stories. And so I started meeting with them at a Starbucks, because it was right across the street from where I was working at the time. And so I decided to just reach out to one person and try to create a space where they could share anything with me without fear of judgment or stigma. And so I started with that one person and hoped that by creating that space, I would do something positive for their mental health. Initially, the idea behind all of the ads would be that the more anonymous they were, the easier it would be for people to share truly difficult things. So we're talking about childhood trauma or things perhaps that they weren't very proud of that they'd done. The more I met with people, the more I realized, wow, this is definitely something that people need. And I think that it kind of was a fusion of different things that made it successful. A, it was because it was probably something that was necessary at the time, and probably still is. B, because it's a one-time meeting, so it is very anonymous, also because it's from Craigslist and email addresses are scrambled, and myriad other reasons. But it ended up working, and I've met with hundreds of people in that 5 years, 6 years that has gone by, and it's been a really wonderful experience. The more you realize and you create these organic connections with other people, the lighter it feels to be human.